Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Kyana's podcast. Now, it still doesn't have a name, but that is definitely not going to stop me from talking to my camera here in my own living room in Dubai, because I have got super exciting news to share with you guys. It is absolutely incredible, and I still cannot believe it. I am still shaking, but you know what happened. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen it already. But a couple of days ago, my book, my very first book, The Power of You, by Kyana van Deursen, got published on Amazon Kindle. On Amazon Kindle! Can you imagine that? Can you even imagine how excited I am to be sharing this with you guys? I am now a published author. Like, how? Right? Like, how is that? How did that even happen? It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and I'm so excited because on the 6th of January, I launched my book, The Power of You, already. And I got so much positive feedback from friends and from family and from people that know me. But I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. As a first-time author, it's really difficult to break out of that out of that circle, basically, that people that don't know you. So not your family, not your friends, not your colleagues, not your business partners, but just that strangers buy your book. So I find it very difficult to break out of that, and especially if it's just self-published. But now my book is published on Amazon Kindle, which means that all around the world, whether you're in the USA or you're in Canada, you're in Australia, you're in China, you're in Japan, doesn't really matter, you can purchase my book without me having to do any kind of marketing. Like, how crazy is that? So yeah, I just quickly really wanted to share this news with you because I am absolutely beyond excited that even more people are now going to be able to read my book, part of my story. It's absolutely incredible though, because the first book you ever write, that's at least what they say, is the one that's going to stick with you. And it's not really that you've got like this one chance, but I see The Power of You as a very important part of my life, to be honest with you, because I have been wanting to write a book for quite some time and I never really pursued it. But in October 2024, my life turned upside down completely. Everything changed so much, and I already had quite some notes on the book that I was going to write. Didn't have a title yet, I didn't really have a fixed structure yet, but I had quite some notes on what I wanted to write about. And when my life changed so much, I went to New York first of all to deal with the trauma that I had to go through. And as I was dealing with the trauma, so many more things pop up. And I was talking to one of my best friends about it, and he's like, Kyana, why don't you just go for it? The book doesn't have to be 300 plus pages, because most people anyway lose their focus after 70 or 80 pages. So it's like, yeah, well, you're right, but this is also kind of my first book, and I want it to be great, I want it to be amazing, I want people to absolutely love it, but it's also not always something that you can fully influence so much. And also perfectionism has stopped me so many times already in the past. So what I decided to do was to just start writing. As I said, I had a bullet point list of all the things that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring the people a little bit more on my journey. Why I am the Kyana that I am today, why I am the fitness and lifestyle coach that I am today, where I come from, a little bit about my past, so to say. And yeah, that's exactly what I do in The Power of You. And yeah, I basically just started writing when I was in New York, and when I came back to Dubai, where I live now, I continued writing, and I started fine-tuning, I started tweaking it, I started, diving into all the different topics, and I wasn't quite sure anymore, how do I want to do this? But what I decided to do with The Power of You is that I decided to give you the tools that I use in my life in order to become from the Kyana that I used to be in the past, let's say like 2016, 2017 Kyana, to the Kyana that I turned out to be in 2024, 2025. So in The Power of You, as the book already says, the power of you. You are the power. so to say. It is really about prioritizing yourself again. How to prioritize yourself again, and how to become the main character energy in your life. How to start living life at your terms. And in my book, The Power of You, I talk a lot about the things that helped me in my life, because my life hasn't always been so glamorous, or well, I wouldn't say glamorous now, but hasn't always been the way it is right now. I've never been as grounded as I am today. I've never been as confident as I am today. I've never been as happy as I am today. And the tools that I share in my book are the tools that help me to get to the person that I am today, are still some of my daily practices, are still some of the things I do fairly regularly in order to stay that version that I am today. Because obviously practice makes perfect, and repetition is what gets you there. But I just think that too many people just want to become a certain version of themselves, but they're afraid of doing the work. And so was I, to be fair. I was also afraid of doing the work, doing the inner work, thinking about my limiting self-beliefs, thinking about the things that were holding me back in the past. But implementing the tools that I did, and also implementing the tools that I put in my book, really has helped me so much in my life. And that is what has brought me to the Kyana that I am today, to the Kyana, to that strong version of myself that I am today. So my book being published on Amazon is absolutely out of this world for me. It's absolutely crazy. Like, when I got a notification the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, I started crying. I burst out in tears on my couch. I was like, oh my God, I am a published author now. And not because I published my book, but because Amazon freaking accepted it. Like, how crazy is that? And I'm just so excited, because with this, I have the opportunity to spread my word. I have the opportunity to help even more people all around the world to become the very best version of themselves. So yeah, whether my podcast has a name already or not, whether it's Kyana's podcast or whatever it is going to be, I am here today to share that with you, to share my excitement with you, because I'm a published author now. This is absolutely amazing. So why the hell on earth would I not set up my camera in my living room and talk to my phone without having a name for my podcast? Yeah, so perfectionism is something that definitely kills a lot of dreams. So I decided for myself to put that on the side, to put that back, because I do not want to be perfect. I am never going to be perfect, so I might as well just start inspiring even more people around the world to become the strongest and the best version of themselves. So yeah, just quickly wanted to drop this bomb on you. I am published. I'm a published author on Amazon Kindle. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this podcast episode, if you like my Instagram, if you like the content I produce, please do subscribe to my channels, because it shows me that you care. It shows me that my content is valuable for you, and that I should absolutely continue creating this kind of content for you. Like, comment, save, share, whatever you want to do. I would highly appreciate your support, and I'm super excited to take you on this journey of me, Kyana. And I cannot wait to inspire you even more. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here, and for sharing this amazing news with me.